Even though this is a Jolibee kiddie meal, suffer and succotash. Parental guidance is suggested. I got the Looney Tunes Fun Squad from Jolibee. What year? I don't know. It might be in the title. It might not be. But I got it here, the whole collection, for you today to look at. And these are really cool toys. Jolibee always puts out the best stuff, man. First up we're going to look at is Sylvester the Cat. I love Sylvester's look. The cartoon accuracy is awesome. The little figurine, the molding, the paint, so good. So good. Jolibee is great, man. They put out some good looking stuff. And the way this is supposed to work, he's on like a springy little pogo stick type thing. I'm not going to be able to replicate this here because everything in my review area is soft. This is actually like a mouse pad. And even the table underneath is covered with like a faux leather. So everything's nice and soft so I don't mess my toys up while I'm getting animated and freaking out on these things. So it's not going to work. But what you would do is you'd stick this down on the table. You see the suction cup underneath there. And then it would basically like spring up and like fly up in the air. So kind of a cool toy, man. I like Sylvester. I like the look of this. I wish I could get this to work for you, but you can imagine how awesome it would be if it did. So next up, we have the Acme rocket, and we've got Daffy Duck, who is kind of straddling it. He's riding on this rocket, trying to attack somebody. Usually the coyote is pretty good for something like this. Now, you see there's a hole in his belly, and the hole in the belly goes in this hole here. And I think what you do is you kind of plug it down onto this here, and it kind of just sits there. And what you do is you kind of ride him along, and he doesn't want to sit. Doesn't really want to stay, but if you can get it to stay, hopefully we can make this work. Let's see. When you hit the head of the rocket, he should pop up. So let's see what happens. Gosh. It's not a Mitch Santona video unless I fail several times and leave it in the final edit. So let's just do this and see what happens. There he goes. I'm trying to shoot him up a little bit higher at least, just for a little bit more of an effect. Let's see. Okay, so that's how this one operates. Look at this one. This is Taz, and Taz looks amazing. Again, you know, they don't make a lot of Looney Tunes toys. Like, and when you get something like this and it's really tune accurate and really a cool little desktop or like, you know, shelf item like this is pretty neat, especially if you're a fan of like these characters or this character in particular. So I really do dig it and appreciate it. Now, I don't, and I'm not seeing this, I don't understand how this is supposed to work. It says in the instructions you're supposed to squeeze the feet together, or at least this foot, and it's supposed to spin around. It seems like the spring is either slipped off or broken on this, so it's just kind of gonna do that. And I'm gonna do this for you, just to show you what it would do if you were like to squeeze the foot. Right now, like I say, I think the spring is toast because I don't know how old this set is, but you can get the picture here. But it still makes for a nice little desktop toy. Next up is Tweety Bird. So cute, little Tweety Bird. Loving little Tweety Bird sitting on the little swing. Oh, the big yellow head. I always thought Tweety Bird was super cute. Always trying to get away from the mean old putty tat. And it goes back and forth. So basically, it's in the bird cage, and it just goes back and forth. When you push this down, you can swing the cute little Tweety Bird. All right, we got Marvin the Martian, also great figurine, looking awesome. I loved Marvin the Martian, so this is kind of neat to have a little version of it in my hand, just zipping around or just sitting on your shelf. Very, very iconic, very eye-catching, and very colorful these pieces are, and I love that. Now it says, here we go, we're gonna Mitch Santona this up, where I will probably not get this to work. Tried this several times, and it did not work, but I'm gonna give this a crank, give it the old college try. It comes with this thing, you're supposed to yank this, and maybe it works better on a hard surface. I think that might be what's going on because there's like a gyro in there. This surface, again, real smushy, so you're probably not going to get a lot of slide to it. I think the key is this thing needs to kind of slide around, and I think it would spin otherwise. So I'll do it a little harder, hope I don't break something or my wrist. Oh my eye, that's an awful sound, but you get the picture, man. Here, I'll do it manual. Yay! Lastly is Bugs, and Bugs is on a little skateboard that's shaped like a carrot. And the carrot comes with a launcher. Here's the stalk, the greenery part of the carrot, and it will stick in there. And then you push this and launch him across the table, and, you know, hijinks ensues. However, Bugs here is looking a little bit worse for wear. As you can see, he is kind of getting old, and you can see his eye is a little bit bloodshot there. And if you pay a little bit close attention there to his neck, the neck area, the neck region, the wascally wabbit's neck is holding on by a wabbit whisker there. So I don't know if I really want to launch this thing. I think we're just going to look at him and enjoy him while he still has a head. That's all, folks, for the Looney Tune Fun Squad. I am Mitch Santona, your host, and you are a phenomenal audience. Thank you so much for sticking around. And if you want more fun drive-thru toys, make sure you hit that notification bell so you get notified every time a new drive-thru video goes live. Take care. Thanks for watching, everybody. Arrivederci, and have yourselves an amazing day.